I'm Lauren Traggiai, and here are my note cards for my demonstration speech. Okay, and here are my audience members.
I'm Ron Traggiai. I'm Lauren's grandfather.
And I'm Pat Traggiai, and I'm Lauren's grandma.
I'm Laura Traggiai, and I'm Lauren's mother.
I'm Veronica Traggiai, and I'm Lauren's sister.
Okay, when I was 5 years old, I started piano lessons. It was difficult to learn everything, but I also enjoyed going to visit my piano teacher every Friday. Her name was Miss Bonnie, and she was always very sweet to me. Being able to read sheet music actually comes in pretty handy because it's really similar for every instrument. Reading the music was what I struggled with the most. I found it tough to remember what the notes looked like and what the location in the measure meant. I did end up stopping my lessons when I was around 12 years old because my schedule was getting a little busier with homework. Looking back now, I'm glad my mom had me take lessons. After 8 years of lessons, practicing, and performing, I am able to play piano and to read music. After saying this, I will be demonstrating how to read music in this speech. I will show you the two types of clefs, the different types of notes and rests, and what the lines and spaces of each measure meant. The most important thing to know when reading music is the treble clef and the bass clef. The treble clef represents the notes that are played by the right hand. It looks like this, and it's the higher notes. The bass clef represents the notes that are played by the left hand, and it looks like this, and these are the lower notes. There's a large variety of types of piano notes and rests. Each note and rest has a different look and meaning. There are 5 different notes and rests that I will explain. There are many types of time signatures, but I will be explaining everything for a 4/4 time signature. A 4/4 time means that each measure has a total of 4 beats. A series of notes will make up these 4 beats. A whole note is held for 4 beats. It looks just like a circle sitting on or in the line. A whole rest is counted for 4 beats as well, and it is a small rectangle that sits right under the line. A half note is held for 2 beats, and it looks like a hollow circle with a line coming out of the top or the bottom. A half rest is also counted for 2 beats, and it is a small rectangle that sits right on top of the line. A quarter note is held for 1 beat, and it is a filled out circle with a line coming out from the top or the bottom. A quarter rest is also counted for 1 beat, and it is a very odd shape that seems to be kind of a mix between a Z and a C. An eighth note is held for a half of a beat, and it's a filled out circle with a line coming out of the top or the bottom that has a flag added onto it. An eighth rest is counted for a half a beat as well, and it looks kind of like a curvy 7. These are the only notes and rests that I'll explain, but there are quite a few more. An eighth note turns into a 16th note just by adding another flag at the top or the bottom of the line. This pattern can keep on going on to 32nd note, 64th note, and so on. Another key point to reading piano music is being able to read the lines and spaces of the treble and bass clefs. The treble clef has always been easier for me to read. The spaces form the word face, going from bottom to top, with each letter representing a note. This means that the spaces have the letters F, A, C, and E. The lines have an acronym to help people remember what letters are on each line, and it is Every good boy does fine. This means that the lines have the notes of E, G, B, D, and F. The bass clef was a little harder for me to remember. The spaces have the acronym of All Cars Eat Gas. This means that the spaces have the letters of A, C, E, and G. The lines have an acronym as well, and it is Good boys deserve fudge always. This means that the lines have the letters of G, B, D, F, and A. And another trick that I use for reading bass clef is that the note F lies on the line right in between these two big dots on the clef. Now, after hearing all of this information, hopefully you are catching on to the idea of being able to read sheet music. I did explain quite a few things. I went over the two types of clefs, the types of notes and rests, and what the lines and spaces of each clef represent. The points that I made were all made to help you read music. This will only benefit you if you remember it and put it into practice. Reading music and playing the piano is difficult, but with determination, I know it is possible. Through this help, I hope to have inspired a few modern-day Beethovens. Thank you.